Right, shall we try? We have to come out of the music quickly. I tell you why. This is the
time.
You know, sometimes you hear podcasts and they go, well, "This is the second time we've recorded this because the first." Well, this is the second time we've recorded. It always annoys me when I hear podcasts. And this is the second time. This is the second time we recorded this because of us. I think you amateurs. You're pathetic. You disgust me.
And then we're doing it now.
This is the second time we've recorded. Well, I say the second time. We did about 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah, we tried to push through, but we just couldn't cope with it.
Technicals.
Yeah.
We had an echo, so...
You deserve better.
Well, if you want to hear what it was like, it was, apart from the technicals, it was effing good. It was an S-hot opening.
Well, you're half right.
Sign up to the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Iain and Katherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Katherine with a K. If you're watching the video, scan the QR code. If you're listening to the podcast, there'll be a little link there. We've got new Patreons.
Name them.
Deborah Neville.
Deborah.
Adrian Hant.
Oh, Adrian.
Daniel Fleetwood.
Daniel.
And Hannah has joined.
Welcome, Hannah.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you. So I get in a lot of bots. We're going to talk social media in a bit. We're both on Twitter and Blue Sky, but I've had a flurry of emails and DMs. Dear Laneley Late Night Alternative, we believe you are. Anyway, so
to where your emails?
To our emails, the Iain Lee emails, my Twitter. So I had an exchange with someone on Twitter DM.
Okay.
Would you... Oh, not Matty. It was this guy. So don't look at the thing at the bottom, right? Would you read... So this is from Noyon Hossein. 3+ years, 250+ episodes, 6+ languages, 2 million+ listens. Need help spreading the word? Increase your downloads, subscribers and reviews. I don't
know what any of that means.
I've had dozens of these. And they go to the message request, which I like to click on because it's normally Chinese bots saying, play this AI sex game. I don't want to play AI sex. Anyway, would you read Noyon Hossein, a bot clearly...
what makes you say that? Maybe you just got an alternative way of talking.
Read it.
Hi, Iain Lee, MNCPS, AC.
That's my letters after my name.
Master of the mic.
Yep.
He's got your name.
He's got me.
Are you interested in achieving top rankings, brackets 1 to 20, attracting a targeted audience and increasing downloads, 50k, 100k for a podcast? Let me know if you know anyone who'd like to join our mission. I can share more details.
My reply, this is my DM, fuck off.
Yeah.
His reply?
He liked it.
He liked it and wrote...
Have a freight day, sir.
It's a real person. It's a real...
No, it isn't.
You're telling me... Right, I'm just making sure there's no messages there that I can't show. Look, lovely. Hattie, thank me for plugging her book. There's nothing there that you can't see. Right. Actually, that one probably not. But... That's a real person. So I've told someone to fuck off. And fair play, they've hearted it and replied, have a great day, sir. What shall I say? I should go back. I'm sorry
you were a bot.
Being so rude. It was not me. It was my food. I thought you
were a bot.
But
now I know that you are not.
Now I know that you are not. Beautiful. I've applied to be a community noter on Twitter. You have to apply. No. And I'll tell you why, right? Because I really, really wanted to community note something I saw. It made me laugh. It made me laugh so much. So let me go to my profile. And if you're watching, you'll see this. But we'll make it... Right, so someone there's a rugby player. I don't know if I liked his original post. I think I might have done. So Tony Underwood, not Rory Underwood. Tony Underwood.
No, they're brothers. I remember.
Tony Underwood posted a lovely picture, and I liked this because I thought, I kind of get it. Do you want to read his tweet? It's a picture of him on the underground with 2 young people.
The Underwoods, I had a soft spot for those boys.
Yeah.
Since my rugby days are long gone, last century, I rarely get asked, hey, aren't you that rugby player anymore? So I thought it's time I started asking for selfies to thank those who recognise me. Here's to the lovely Rebecca and Lee, though Rebecca hadn't a clue who I was.
I thought that was lovely, charming,
Sweet.
Self-deprecating. Right. Someone replied to it. I don't know what I was clicking on. Someone replied to it. So that's the tweet. Read the reply from Recruit96.
Some of us remember vividly Rory still looking great.
It's Tony. So Tony's gone, people don't remember me anymore. And someone's gone, I remember you, Rory. I replied with, asterisk Tony. And that's why I want to be a community note.
You want to be the correctionist.
I want to be the correctionist. Because I didn't know how it was done. I didn't know how it was done, but that's where the power is.
So instead of being correctionist there, what you are is reply guy. But you're right. So
yeah.
That's fair enough. You could have put, to be fully reply guy, you should have written, actually, that's Tony.
In the chat, we created a little rhyme there, and the chat's gone wild. Improv poetry is back. David Turner says, we need to listen to the radio clip of them playing your poem again with fresh ears. I don't know where...
Where would we find that poem?
I don't know where we'd have it. The only person who would know where that is Matty Stevo, and I don't think he's here. I've not seen him. So maybe we'll listen to that in the main show, because I don't want to go around too much... digging.
Yeah, no more admin. But David Turner, you just reminded me of a very exciting thing that happened to me last weekend. For a very short amount of time, I was married to a celebrity.
Oh, go on.
In someone's imagination, at least. Do you remember?
Go on.
So we went to David Turner's birthday party.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
And it was at the Brewdog. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's near Waterloo Station.
It's a pub for wankers.
It's an emporium of booze.
I did say C words when I was there. David, we got there and David Turner said, have you ever been here before? And I said, no, I haven't, because I'm not
It's got a slide in it for men to get from one floor to the other without using their legs.
It's a slow... Yeah, I went on it because you told me to. I was like, all right, I'll do it. It's a slow... slide. They had an ice cream van.
David Turner did it unbidden.
They had an ice cream. They had an ice cream van, which I enjoyed. Yeah. I had an ice cream. Here's my thinking on pubs now.
Yeah.
I'm generally not thirsty when I go, so I don't even have like a fizzy pop anymore.
It is weird to just drink to be with your friends.
And you do that. You go out, and I don't drink alcohol, and so you would go out and you'd have we'll have 2 glasses of wine, a beer, and I'll have a Coke, please.
Let's keep drinking.
But as I'm older, I have to get up. Here's the thing. Let's talk about this. I've never spoken to you about this. I'm 51 years old. We will get back to your story in a minute, I promise. When I pee...
Oh, God.
Right, and I shake...
Whoa.
And I finish... if anyone can identify with this, 0203 286 6370. You ever done that phone in? What's wrong with you today? Have you ever done that? You get old people. You used to get old people phone like, well, 0203 286 6370. If you've ever done this, right, as a man, and this happens to me every single time.
Might not be a man, might be a penis owner. It's 2024, baby. Get with it.
Every time I pee, I finish, I shake.
Do you dab the end? Bit of tissue.
Sometimes, but I shake. As soon as my penis touches the cotton of my pants, more piss comes out.
That's why you end up with a pirate's penny.
Now, that is a true story. Every single time.
You must have an air bubble that when it goes down, it just like...
Every single time. And to the point where Why is that funny?
Because I just said pirate's penny.
I hate that phrase.
I know you do.
Every single time that happens, let's take a phone call. Hello, caller.
Oh dear.
Can I remain anonymous for this phone call?
Of course you can, Gary.
Gatford.
Pissford.
Anonymous.
Sidford.
That happens with me too, Ian. What you need to do is get. I'm serious. You can go online. You can get them for free, but you can get liners for these.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like those. I don't want to go into that side of things, right? Because this is serious.
Can we talk about the advert for the lady who doesn't want to go to the concert because she might wet herself, and then she gets some ladies pull-ups, and suddenly she feels confident enough to get on someone's back while still weeing herself, but she's got these pants on. Wow.
Every single time. And it's a substantial amount of urine. And I'm stood there going, right, any more? No. Soon as the peen touches the pants, soon as the pee touches the pee, the pee comes out.
Can you trick it? You need to trick the system.
I need a pee cloth.
You need, yeah. Can you not get like some sort of, some sort of flannel?
I think I get up in the night and pee twice a night. And I will go to the toilet. I will go and stand and try and pee like 3 or 4 times an hour and nothing comes out. Anyway, you were telling us a story of a lovely lady who was living up with a very lovely girl.
Visionary said we need to discuss what happens when ladies have a bath. I haven't got a bath, so it doesn't happen to me. But yeah, I've heard tell.
Let's talk about
Something
you being
else.
confused as a celebrity's wife.
So
David Turner's birthday.
We're at the Slide pub.
The ponciest pub I have ever seen in. They had fire eaters were lighting people's cigarettes. Bartenders were peeing out beer. Everything you could think of was happening.
I was drinking a berry cider, and do you know what it tasted like? Fizzy Vimto. It was good.
Anyway,
I enjoyed
tell us
that.
the story.
Anyway, so I'm halfway down my Fizzy Vimto, and I'm talking to, you were talking to someone, and I was sitting on the fringes and contributing now and again.
The camera's moved. That's what it is. It should be there. Sorry, carry on.
But it was very much you two sort of hogging the conversation. And
It was a very, very famous person.
Yeah, it was
more famous than me. There was, and I did tell David I wouldn't come unless specific requirements were met. And the 2 requirements were
no one taller,
and I was the most famous person. Both of those things were broken.
Flouted.
Both of those, not by the same person. The celebrity.
That makes it worse, I think.
Yeah.
That shows a concerted
2
effort.
people equal me. Katherine, over to Katherine. We're
So
going to go
anyway.
live now to our mistaken for somebody else's wife correspondent, Katherine Boyle.
He's talking to El Famoso, and I was there just sitting on the edge, and this guy bounded up, indeed.
Very enthusiastic.
Oh gosh, you're here! I thought I should come and say hi. How you doing? How's everything going?
I thought he was like from your school or something.
I thought he was. I didn't know, but I thought, oh well, maybe I'm forgetting.
Yep.
Maybe he is someone who watches the show and feels like they know us when they do. Maybe because that sometimes happens.
Did meet a very nice fan afterwards. I'm sorry I've forgotten your name, but a young woman came up to us and oh my God, it's Iain. I went, yeah, that's Katherine. Oh my God, it's Katherine.
Yeah.
It was lovely. I can't remember her name. She did message me. Thank you for that.
So and then he was talking, and we were talking for about 20 minutes, and it was all just very friendly. He was a very nice man, and all the while I'm thinking, I don't know who this is, but he looks kind of familiar. I think he looks like a friend of mine that I haven't seen for a while.
He's got a face, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's sort of a Ghana-ish, but also he looks like my friend Ferg. Anyway, very nice, very smiley, very chatty fella. We're having a conversation, and so how's it all going? I said, well, fine, how are you? He told me all about his kids. Told me all about, all the fun he's been having, how they're really little, but, it's getting kind of psychological and it was great and blah, 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 right? And then he started to get a bit specific and I thought, right, I've got to fess up. I've got to fess up because I'm going to blow his mind. I think he thinks I'm someone else and it's going to be revealed. It's going to be awkward, right? How are you doing? I said, well, I'm good, thanks. Well, he said, oh, love the new haircut. That was the other thing. And I had just cut my hair. And then he started saying, so how's it going now? How's work? And I said, well, I've retrained. And then I went, actually.
Here we go.
Who do you think I am? Because
So
I've got a
brave.
feeling you're taking me for someone else.
Could never have done that.
And he went, oh, you're kidding me. And then we had a really nice chat about how he thought I was married to that celebrity because I look a bit like her in his head. when she had longer hair. She's obviously still probably got long hair. And he was just being friendly. And apparently he is a man who makes these kind of errors.
Well,
but he was very nice about it. And actually, we had a lovely chat.
Well, he misunderstood when I was talking about putting drugs up people's bums. He misunderstood that. He said, "Oh yeah, I'll be doing that." I was making a joke with David Turner's wife, Jo, about getting some drugs and putting it up our bottoms.
Yep.
It was a ridiculous over the top.
Did you use the term prison pocket, or was that just
No. This was to get high.
Okay.
And he said, "Yeah, I'll be doing that next year." I went, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a big birthday next year, 40, so I'll be doing that." I went, "What? You're going to be putting ecstasy up your bum hole?" Sorry, this is supposed to be family friendly. NSFW. And he went, "Oh, no, I'll be getting a colonoscopy."
Oh, business bum.
Then we had to
That's
talk.
not fun, bum.
Then we had to talk. Then we said, "Oh, me and Joe have both had them." Sorry, Joe. And then he said to Joe, "Did you look at the did you look at the picture, right, as it was going up?" She went, "Yeah, of course, I want to see inside me." And she said,
Did you say I do as well?
She said, no, she said to me, "Did you look?" And I said, "Oh no, I don't think they had a camera when they did me."
What's the scoppy then? Dickhead.
I'm thinking about it. I don't remember seeing a screen.
There must be a scope.
I don't remember seeing a screen. When I got in
Sure, it was a doctor
when I got in the back of the guy's van
in Astor Car Park.
This was back in the day of Craigslist.
Was he also trying to sell you a leather jacket, perchance?
Got some great speakers off him. So
turned out to be bricks.
If Joe objects to me saying she's had that, then we'll bleep it out.
There was another excellent story about that lad, but
that's David's to tell.
David's to tell.
But the punchline is, mate, we just wanted to observe the 2-minute silence. That's the punchline. Go and listen.
I did get his permission to tell that story, though.
Go and listen to the
like I needed it.
computer game show. David will tell that story again. It's a great story. Visionary
David
mentions,
didn't know about the colonoscopy. He's found out something new about his wife
another
tonight.
man's been up your wife's bum. I'm
That's a
so
good old
sorry.
look.
I'm so sorry. That sentence started, and it shouldn't have done. Can we stop this one and start again?
It's been very
Yes, man.
toilety.
Can we on it? This is awful. This is awful.
I blame them.
Lots and lots to talk about, including Christmas is coming. I don't like Christmas. Christmas is coming. And someone got in touch the other day going, I was watching an interview with Ringo Starr, and I've only just realised where the "and" comes from. We've been doing it for so long. Ringo Starr, if you watch now, he goes, "and."
It's actually embedded itself in your vocabulary.
And Christmas is coming. And to people of a certain age, I'm going to say a phrase. Imagine I'm Peter Kay live at the O2, and the first half an hour is him going, the red car and the blue car had a race. It's him doing adverts, right? So I'm going to do one for you that a lot of you will get. What am I advertising? Splash it all over.
Oh, God.
What am I advertising?
It's the wrong thing.
Splash it all over.
It's the wrong thing.
Oh, what is it?
That's brute.
Oh, what? Okay. What was Old Spice? Da 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 da.
And like surfing through an office.
All right, I've got the wrong thing. Okay, well,
It's got a new title.
saw.
Got a new slogan.
So hang on. So what is the slogan for? Is Old Spice?
Old Spice, yeah.
Okay. So we were driving into London, past the big billboards, right? And they're electronical now, right? And they change.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between what's the difference between electric, electronic, and electronical?
Don't think electronical exists.
Okie dokie. And we saw an advert, and we went, "What did that say?" And it went, it was like a dream. And then we saw it later on, and it's an advert for Old Spice
Roll on.
Mm-hmm. And the slogan is, Katherine,
Level up with a big man ting.
level up with the big man ting. And it's an Old Spice roll-on deodorant. Level up with the big man ting.
Should be level up with the old man ting, surely.
Who
Who thought that was a shout?
Who is going to go? We've got Old Spice. It's a classic.
But it's got an old-fashioned It's got an old-fashioned reputation.
Level up with the big man team. Let's go and get donuts.
That to me is
high fives all round.
Exactly. That to me is, why don't you just write that down? Joking. And someone's gone, yeah, do you know what? Yeah.
Level up with the big man team.
How do we make this more, more cool, more urban? Oh, well, let's just use a little bit of this.
Level up with the big man team.
Oh, my God. Sold, says Michael Abbott.
How I have realised that maybe in the last 5-6 years, I don't like Christmas. I really don't like it. It makes me very sad, very emotional. Do you bum? I
love
said it
Christmas.
Again.
I love Christmas because my parents love it.
Okay.
And took great joy. Okay, big boy.
Big boy, come and have a cuddle.
My parents took great delight in making it as magical as possible for as long as possible. So yeah, I do. I love Christmas. My mum in particular, watches Hallmark Christmas movies from about July.
I like those films.
But we also like watching them and laughing at how everyone's going with a coat and a hat and gloves, but their coat's wide open.
Yeah.
Now listen, if it's hat, gloves and a scarf, you do your coat up. Come on now.
Yeah.
They don't know cold, do they, in LA?
I just like Christmas. It makes me really sad. Oh, speaking of being sad, I've been really miserable. I've been miserable. So what is the best thing to do when you're miserable? You watch a miserable film.
Okay.
And I watched a miserable film.
Let the tears out. Come on then.
I watched a great. Well, I didn't know it was going to be miserable.
Okay.
It was. I just downloaded. I work for BAFTA and I get sent screeners.
Gosh, says knock one out. That can't be related, surely.
I am a celebrity and I get sent screening. I get like Blu-rays and DVDs for loads of films, like new ones, slightly old ones.
Don't be silly, Michael Abbott, saying exercise.
So I got sent from a pirate who lives in a bay. Uncle Don Lode. So I downloaded this Japanese film. Basically, I went online and said 20 films that I'd like, and these loads came out, including Thelma, which was great.
We liked Thelma. Watch that.
Thelma's lovely. It's a light romp with a bit of heart.
It had me in tears from 5 minutes in.
Stay to the end. Stay to the end.
Tears because it was just, it just starts out with this lovely sort of exchange between a grandmother and her grandson. It made me really miss my grandmas.
So there was that. There was Dali that we got halfway through and then you fell asleep and you've not wanted to watch it again since.
And I will watch it again. I was waiting for you to propose
I
that.
offered it the other day and you went, let's watch Maths Oz.
No.
That actually happened.
We started off with Maths Oz. I was thinking we would return to Dali.
That happened. But I watched a film that it scored really... Don't go by the films that score really highly on Rotten... is it Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, go by IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes is skewed. Anyway, Japanese film called Monster. Oh, was that the click? No, okay. I thought the click that was going to make us go deaf happened. Japanese film called Monster. Japanese film called Monster. You think, no. It had me in floods of tears. I don't want to say too much about it, right? The premise is there's a kid whose dad has died, is living with his mum, and a teacher is picking on him at school. That's the premise. That's all I'm going to say. Don't read anything more about it. I will be honest, there were some bits I didn't quite understand. Some I rewound back to watch. Some I just went, well, okay, I'm going to push through. I was, in the end, once I worked out what was going on, and it just teases you. Once I worked out what was going on, I was done. I was absolutely done. Beautiful film. Beautiful storytelling. It's not horror film in any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Oh, 2 thumbs up?
Yeah, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. Yeah, it was powerful. It was beautiful, actually. I think it will warrant another watch at some point. One thing that does annoy me about films, right?
Yeah.
Why do we... 1 was great, right? 2 was decent. Let's have no more films that are violent films about Father Christmas.
Yeah, we know that joke now.
We know it. We get it. I would almost say that one where it's Goldie Hawn's husband in prison. Have you seen that
Kurt
one?
Russell.
Have you seen that film?
No, but I feel like
That's a flipping good one. Kurt Russell is Santa and he's in prison, and it's what is that? That is a great film. That's genuinely a brilliant film, right? But then you got this, got kill Santa, bad Santa, fuck Santa, Santa shit, big fat
zaddy Santa,
all of that stuff, right? And then there's a new one with The Rock. I'm getting bored of The Rock now.
We smell what he was cooking,
and it's
gone off.
It's called the red one, and it's like, come on, man, we get it. Santa doesn't. I'm even calling him Santa because it's Father Christmas. Father Christmas doesn't even violent or anything tough. We get it.
Sorry, what was that? Father Christmas what?
Walton Goggins. David Turner in the chat, and we shouldn't really be referencing the chat, but screw you, says, breaking news, Jo says she's never had a colonoscopy.
So who were you talking to?
Well, who put a camera up her bum? Where's that video? I've just had enough of okay, we get it. Can we just have some nice Father Christmas films now?
Yeah.
Not these postmodern, or Santa's a spy, or we've got to kill Santa, or all of that crap.
It went wrong when we showed it. Oh, blooming Christmas, I'm going on my holidays. Oh, blooming Christmas. That's when it went all wrong. We don't need to see the rest of his life.
No.
We just want presents night, thank you, and then pack him away until next year.
What you do?
He had the shits in that. Do you remember?
Go on.
Oh, when he goes, frog's legs.
In what?
Escargot. Father Christmas, the Raymond Briggs one.
Oh, do you know what? I hate Raymond Briggs.
Why? Too scratchy.
Oh, let's do one about... It's scratchy. Let's do one about a snowman. Let's do one about Father Christmas. Let's do one about a nuclear war.
Well.
All of them. Just grow up.
They're for children's.
The nuclear war one's for children's?
Yeah.
It's not.
Well.
No, it's not. It's that scratchy cartoon, right? The 70s and 80s were full of. What's his name? Baron Stunkenhauser. Do you remember him?
Baron von Munchausen? No, Baron Stickelgruber.
What was his name? It was like a little, like...
Yeah, Maron, wasn't it?
Maron... Paul Maron. No, he's a podcaster.
No, Maron.
Mark Maron.
No.
Bristamovich. It was something like that.
It was like purple, wasn't it? Or grey.
Maron Bristamovich.
No, Maron.
Don't Google it. And we're not even going to look at the chat, right? Because the chat is not... Oh, no, we can see the chat there. Maron...
Stumsheiser,
right? The 70s and 80s were full of Maron... Buchstanzinger. They were full of that crap.
No wonder our generation is warped. We had that, bloody rabbits killing each other. What was that called?
Bright eyes burning like fire.
It was all apocalyptic bullshit dressed up as a cartoon. It was tricks.
Kids these days don't know they're born. Yes, they've got Trump. Good. You need a bit of fear. You need a bit of sand in the Vaseline. Your life's so smooth. Oh, they've brought back Chapter 2 of Fortnite. Oh, it's the OG map. Oh, I'm going to call you Blood and Unk and Ian Lee instead of Dad or Daddy. Good. Well, I'm glad you've got Trump as your president, because you need to know what it's like to grow up in a very, very uncertain time that's going to F you up for the rest of your lives.
Now sit down and watch this nice film about bunnies. Is it a kind of a dream?
Floating into the waves.
There was also one that I just about remember. It was horrific. And it was another scribbly, scratchy cartoon.
Yeah.
And it was about the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And at one point, it's like the wizard comes back and he's like...
No, is that not Lord of the Rings?
No, there was a Lord of the Rings one where they used kind of... They used sort of like the silhouettes of actual film, didn't they, as well?
Draw cartoons proper style, like Tony Hanna and Stephen Barbera. Sorry, you finished?
But saying that, my dad used to have a friend that he went to school with who ended up working for Cosgrove Hall. And well done.
Oh! What's the play-out song going to be that gets us a copyright strike? Is it a kind of